Good evening. Hello. What's up, my fine feathered folks? Okay, Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga. I don't know where everybody is, but we're gonna wait just a second to let some folks roll in. Hey, there she is. And get some music on real quick. Some yoga. So you're gonna need your blocks and your props and your whatever. Yeah, this is what we had last time. Okay. Everybody hear me? Can I be heard? All right. Props, blocks, strap to allow access to things. Okay. We got our guided meditation up and ready for those folks. Okay. Hiya. Hiya. No, hi. So nice to see you. Okay, you ready? We're going to start standing today because my legs hurt. And we're going to do, I think we're going to do just a little bit of everything from top to bottom to get us all the way relaxed until we can do the mind stuff, right? So, starting at Tadasana, which is mountain pose. Second toe is in line with your hip bones. Roll your upper thighs in, glutes down, lengthen the spine. You can adjust yourself, shoulders up and back, hands in front of your chest. Drop the chin just a little so you can feel it in the back of your neck. Start to pay attention to your breath. Listening to the music. Feel your body. Your hands by your side. Inhale, stretch the arms out all the way up, slightly stretching back. And then reach forward, out as far as you can. Slowly allow yourself to drop down. Your next exhale, lengthen your spine and drop yourself down a bit farther. Rolling the pelvis upward so that you feel it from behind. And just allowing gravity to have you fall closer to the ground. Rock your weight forward. Inhale, go all the way up until you can feel your legs go straight. And then from here, just let the weight of your body go forward. And then start to come down. You should feel it right here. Rolling the thighs up. Exhale, release. And inhale, roll all the way out and up. Slightly stretching back. And exhale, open the palms and fall forward again. This time reaching your hands to the floor. Walking your hands forward a bit. Trying to keep your heels on the floor. And work to roll the thighs and hips upward. And exhale, release, folding. Inhale, rolling all the way out and up. Slightly stretching back. Exhale your hands by your side. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale, open the palms, folding forward again. Hands on the floor. Bring one foot back, drop the knee down, and then the other, and press your hips down into child's pose. Holding here for a moment. And then from here, I actually just want you to roll to your side so that you can go to seated. Cross your legs, one foot in front of the other. Sitting up straight. If you have back problems, don't twist. And if you are pregnant, don't twist. Otherwise, take your gaze over your right shoulder and continue until you can look all the way behind you. Follow with your hands. And if you would like to use your hands to press you into a twist, do that. Exhale, coming all the way around to the front, looking toward the other side. Twist to look behind you. Making sure that you don't rock backward, but that you stay over the hips. Now coming forward. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. If you have a strap, you can use a strap. In which case you would wrap it around you and then wrap it around the bottoms of your feet. From here, sit yourself so that you're seated comfortably. With an exhale, you're going to fold forward and use your elbows to press the knees down. Dropping the chin down. And hold in this posture. If you have props, like a bolster, you can use this to relax on. But you're allowing gravity to open your hips here. With every breath, falling deeper and deeper into the posture. Allowing your upper body weight to lay down over the hip flexors. Make sure here that you're not grabbing your toes and pulling them upward. You want to keep your ankles in line. Feeling the flow of your own breath, trying to calm the mind and to not think about anything except what you're feeling in your body. Rolling yourself back up, one vertebrae at a time. If you have props, place them behind you, like so. If you have a strap on, you can pull it and tighten it. And on your next exhale, you're just going to lay backward over your pillow and allow each of your vertebrae to crack. Maybe to adjust. And then allow your head just to fall backward. Bring your chin to your chest. Roll yourself all the way back up to seated. Release your strap if you have it. And from here, you're going to bring your legs straight out in front of you, but what I like to do first is to adjust my hips so that I'm already bent forward before I begin to bend forward. And then you stick your feet out. So as you can see, I'm already, this, everything I have on is black. I'm already bent over my legs. So from here, you can choose to point, in which case both of your feet, your big toes are touching and they're straight across, or you can flex like if your feet were up against the wall. And then you're just going to use gravity again to fold you down. Now, if you have a bolster, you can place it on your legs and just grab hold like so. If you have a regular pillow, that works too. If you have a strap, you don't need any props to do yoga. They are just helpful and fun. Otherwise, you can just allow gravity to drop yourself down. And also you can use a strap to grab on and then hold yourself forward. And if you can reach farther than your feet, you can use a block and place it on your feet so that you grab farther than you actually are going. Either way, find your posture and allow yourself to fall into this. The idea here is to try to come down with a flat back and you're reaching over your legs with your upper body. And at the same time, you're working to keep your legs, your feet, flat, because you might notice as soon as you start to bend over, your toes go in a V. So trying to keep them flat across, you're going to feel that burn all the way inside your inner legs, inner thighs. Rotate your hips forward. If you're going to take the time to be in the class, and give yourself your all the whole time you're here. When you find your mind wandering, thinking about anything else, because it's so quiet, bring your thoughts back to your body. Give yourself the stretch that you decided to give yourself when you attended. Because you will find your mind drifting and slipping. And the reason that we're doing this is to learn discipline and control of the mind. Slowly come to where you're sitting up straight. Flex the feet. Bring both your hands right next to your sides. You're going to press into the floor, straighten the spine, roll the shoulders up and back. Make sure your feet are thoroughly flexed, and then drop your chin. Dandasana, the staff pose. It's activated deeper by flexing the feet more thoroughly, dropping the chin farther, pressing into the floor, and straightening the spine. You can also shift your weight forward just a bit. Exhale, release. Roll your feet out. This time, still making sure that you're sitting up straight. I want you to bend the left knee and take it and place it on the other side. Now, for some of you, this is going to be your stretch right here. In which case, just work this stretch. To further, you're going to flex that extended leg. Sit up straight. And now, you're going to lift up the right arm, cross over your body, and use this elbow to twist. You can use the hand behind you to make sure that you're sitting up straight. Make sure that extended leg is flexed. And find the twist from the base of your spine as opposed to from the shoulder blades. Inhale, look forward and twist all the way around to the other side so that you're open the other way. Also, you might notice that the foot that you've crossed over starts to want to come up off the floor. So you want to press that firmly into the ground. The extended foot is flexed, and your body is twisting from the pelvis. You can also continue the twist by looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, look forward, twisting back forward. Release that leg and press it out. Flexing the left foot. Bringing that right leg in. Lift it up and cross it over. Make sure the foot is planted firmly on the ground. Using your hands to sit you up straight. Flexing that extended leg. Lift the left hand. Reaching out and across and press that elbow in to twist you. Gaze behind you. Now you want to make sure that you're not falling backward. So press yourself up. You can use a block here if you like. Any of your props that you have. All these props are going to be available on my website in a day or two. So you guys can get your own. Or black, imagine that. Inhale, looking forward. Twisting all the way around to the other side. Flexing the foot. For those of you who are very, very flexible and you know binding postures, you can reach behind that bent leg, right? And then reach behind yourself. And you work to eventually bring your hands together. It is a severe twist, and you want to make sure that you got it from the pelvis before you actually start the twisting around. We can do binds and all of that. Inhale, look forward. Release the legs. Press them out. Bring both legs in. We're going to do the right on the bottom. Four square campfire posture. So before we rock our weight forward, make sure that this bottom leg is in an L. You don't want it at a 45, you want it straight across. Take the other leg, drape it right across the top to where they're parallel, and then rock your weight forward. Sitting up straight. You can, if your legs are really far apart here and it hurts, you can put a block in between. You saw how I did that. Just shoved a block in between there, and it takes off some of the pressure. You put a pillow in, anything. Just want to make sure that your upper foot is not becoming sickle, like it doesn't bend. You want the ankle to be right on top of the knee. Rocking your weight forward, dropping the chin down. Remember where your mind is at. Every few breaths, bring your mind back to your body, how it's feeling. Shifting the weight forward and draping over this, extend these legs. Rolling your way back up. Rock backward and just switch the feet. Find your posture, and when you're ready, you're going to just fall into it. Every few breaths, fall a little bit deeper into the posture. And from here, raise your back. And if you would like to try something a little extra yogi, all you're going to do is flip over your knees and come up. Otherwise, unwind yourself and then come up. Find yourself on all fours, pressing the feet out behind you. Adjust to make sure that your hips are right above your knees. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders. And with an inhale, you're going to arch your back, drop your chin to your chest, and press a little bit backwards, rock forward. And exhale, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, look straight up at the sky. Exhale, arch the back. Back of the chin. Pressing into anywhere that feels uncomfortable. Exhale, dropping the belly, rolling the shoulders back, looking straight up. Now, belly down. Arch the back, looking down your belly. Rolling the shoulders back. Coming back to flat. Open the stance of your hands just a little bit to give yourself some room. And I want you to take the right knee and bring it up in between your hands. And then use the toes behind you to slowly walk backwards to press yourself into a split. Now, if you have props here, stick one right underneath you. If you need it, you might find yourself a lot like this to start with, because you're working a split here, in which case you're going to start to walk your foot out, and you're going to try to open the legs. Oh, no, crap. You're going to try to open the legs and fall into a split. So the movement comes from here. So the more you can sit back into it, make sure that your hips are square. Anything that you need to shove underneath you to hold yourself in this posture, you can even use a blanket. You can need just a little bit of space, just so that you're sitting square and not rock to one side. And then slowly roll or lay down. This is pigeon. With every few breaths, fall deeper into it and work to. Eventually, you'll have both of your hip bones square on the floor. Remembering where your mind is at, focusing on the body. Allowing yourself 3 minutes per posture. Bring the mind back to your body. Allow yourself a little bit of a deeper stretch. Bring your hands under your shoulders, engaging the core and lifting yourself back up to the tabletop position. Readjusting your stance, and with an exhale, bringing the right leg in between. You'll notice from here you start out pretty far forward over your leg. So that's why you take the back foot and you walk it backwards. And that immediately took me from here to here. Squaring the hips forward, finding your comfortable position. The first thing that usually happens to people in this posture is they lean to the side that their leg is. So then you take your hip bones and you turn your hips so that they're squared that way, both of them. And that's where the stretch comes from. Once you find your posture, fall down into it. Bringing the mind back to the body, constantly focusing or constantly recalibrating your focus, remembering that you're doing the body yoga, one, because it's good for your body, but two, because we're learning discipline and control of the mind. And the way you learn control of the mind is that you're telling your mind what to do. And in this case, we're constantly bringing focus back to the body. Every few breaths, find yourself a little bit deeper into the posture. Bringing both hands under your shoulders, engaging your core. You can lift your leg up. Refind your square so your hips are right underneath, right above your knees. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders. From here, I want you to drop the belly, arch the belly down, and then you're going to drop down to where your elbows are still right underneath your shoulders. And then allow, you can even walk your hands out a little farther if you need to, but you're going to allow your belly to completely sink. Bring your hands together and lift them up. When you're ready, you can start to gaze upward towards your hands. This is a very deep shoulder stretch. Every few breaths, allow your chest to fall closer and closer to the floor. And continue to bring your hands upward, opening the chest wide. So we'll come up over the palms. Bring your palms flat to the floor, and then you're going to serpentine, so just roll yourself until you're flat on the ground and press into the floor and open your chest for upward dog. Here, adjust your posture. You shouldn't be feeling anything tight. If it's too extreme for you to extend all the way, to roll your shoulders back and to look upward, you can release some of the pressure on your elbow. Allow your body to relax. Use gravity to allow these muscles to be here. You might notice that you find some resistance. Your body doesn't want to. And exhale, lifting the hips, pressing all the way back into child's pose. Working to press the heels all the way down. Using your hands on the floor to press you upward, and you can just rock over to one side or the other. We're going to stretch the legs wide out. And from here, just as we did in forward fold, you're going to go ahead and start by your upper body already being over your legs. And you do this by literally pushing your hips backwards. So let me show you that from the side. So when you start out like this is comfortable to kind of sit back. You're going to take your hips and push them behind you. And so I've already started, I'm not even started yet, and I'm already rocked because my hips tilted. Extend your legs. You can choose to point and roll the thighs out, or you can flex and roll the thighs in. It's up to you. But from here, all you're going to do is just lean the weight over and allow yourself to fall. This is a great one to use props. Something to hold on to. But every few breaths, shifting that weight forward and allowing yourself to come closer and closer to the ground. Shift the hips forward, tilting the hips forward. Stretching, you can walk your hands out in front of you. Shift the hips forward again. Shift the hips forward again. Allowing yourself an incredibly deep stretch, nearly almost all the way to the ground if you can. Even if you're up here, if you're feeling a stretch in your legs, you should be feeling it on the inside. If you're right here and that's as far as you can get, that's fine. But every few breaths, rock your hips forward and try to come down farther and farther, dropping your belly button to the floor as opposed to your head to the floor. Deep breaths. Shift your weight forward again. Slowly rolling back up. Twist your body so that you're over top of the right leg. And slowly walk your hands out so that you're stretching over top of the right leg. Again, you can use a strap for this. You can use a block or a bolster to reach farther if you'd like. Or you can just allow yourself a moment to fall into this posture. Rocking the weight forward. Keeping those toes pointed or flexed. Remembering where the mind is at. Walk your hands out past your feet. Slowly rolling the body back up. Coming back to center. And allow yourself to fall forward and center for a moment. Reaching both hands out to touch either foot. Rotate the weight forward again. So rolling back up. Shifting the weight so that you are over top of the left foot. You might notice that it feels really foreign to be on this side right now because we twisted so hard to the other side. So now is your chance to twist over that leg. And you're reaching out to grab the foot. Remembering to point or flex in the mind. Walk your hands out a little bit further. Now coming back up, twisting the body back to center. And one last time, fold forward with both your hands reaching out toward the feet. Releasing the chin to the chest. Hold here for just a moment. Slowly coming back up. Bring the feet in. Slowly work your way down to where you're laying flat on your back. Bring the knees to the chest. Rock back and forth. Dropping the left foot to the ground so that your knee is still bent. Extend the right foot straight up above you. If you have a strap, this would be a good time to grab it. Extend that right foot out. You don't have to have a strap. You can just use your hands. With an exhale, lifting your upper body to go toward the foot. If you would like to extend the lower leg, feel free to do so. But you want this upper leg to be straight. So even if you're out here, but your leg is straight, that's fine. As soon as you start to bend the knee, that's where you lose the stretch. With an exhale, drop the head and pull the leg toward you. Taking the right hand and following the right leg open to the side, making sure that you're pressing both hips flat to the floor. Don't allow yourself to twist to one side or the other here. Stay flat. Inhale, bring that foot straight up and continue it across so that your upper body twists, though keep your opposite shoulder on the ground. Inhale that leg back up. Bend both knees and bring them into the chest. Dropping the right foot down. Extend the left knee upward. Lifting the upper body to come to the leg. If you would like to extend out that bottom leg, you can. exhale, lay down the upper body and allow the leg to come closer to you. Take the left hand and allow that left leg to fall wide open, keeping both hips square to the ground. Trying to keep the leg as straight as possible. Inhale, bring it up above you and continue all the way across. Working to keep the left shoulder on the ground. Send that leg straight up above you. Bring in both knees. Squeeze them to the chest. Drop the left foot to the floor again. Take that right knee and place it across the left. You're going to reach in between your thighs. Pull those legs towards you. You can extend the bottom leg if you would like for a deeper stretch. You can reach over and above to pull yourself even closer. Exhale, release. Bring both the knees to the chest. Dropping that right foot to the floor. Cross over with the opposite knee. Reach through the legs to grab behind the right knee and pull in. You can lift up that right foot if you would like. You can reach over the other two legs if you would like a deeper stretch. Then exhale, release. Bring both the knees to the chest. I want you to rock back and forth here. Trying to crack each of your vertebrae and allow yourself to rock all the way up to seated. Turn yourself forward. Working to sit up totally straight. Shoulders up and back. Take your right hand, place it over top of your head, and just allow the neck to fall to the right. Just a little bit of gravity. Bring the head straight back up. And exhale, dropping over to the left. And inhale, coming straight back up. Rolling the shoulders around behind. Clockwise motion. Stop and then roll your shoulders forward. And from here, fall into your comfortable meditative posture. If you have a blanket, you can place that over you. Looking downward. Quieting the mind. Hello, everybody. There we are. Welcome. Bringing the chin down. Finding your breath. From here, just close your eyes and visualize the room around you. With your mind's eye, are you able to see everything in your physical surroundings? Bring your focus a little closer inward. And I want you to visualize everything that's directly around you. What's on the floor right next to you. Any sounds that you hear. You're reading the energy that is directly around you. Next, with your mind's eye, what is inside of your mind? You should see darkness. Then I want you to visualize from the ceiling of the room that you're in, large white bubble coming from the ceiling. And as it gets closer and closer to you, it gets larger and envelops your whole body. You are inside of a warm ball of white light. Your chin down. Visualize this ball all the way around you. Imagine that this ball of white light that you are sitting inside of is now inside of a giant white lotus flower. And it is lit up and illuminated as if it were under the moon. In your mind's eye, are you able to see your own hands and feet? Or you're visualizing yourself inside of this bubble? Asking your guides and angels to cut any negative cords that do not belong on this journey. And to strengthen other cords that are beneficial to you, such as the cord of clarity, happiness, cord of peace. And imagine each of these cords being wrapped around and around and around your white ball. And you are totally protected inside of this space. When you can visualize your hands, reach forward to the edge of this white ball and open it up. You're going to peel back a layer, and you might see a tunnel here or something that looks like a portal or a window even. And go ahead and step through. Notice it's daytime. You're outside. Over to the side, you see a well, like a stone well or a wishing well. Walk over to it. And take a moment to conjure up all of your negativity, anything you're holding on to, any anger, any past resentments, any bit of shadow, and imagine it creating itself into a red ball of energy right in front of you. Really press away any of your negative thoughts, push them into this ball. Once you have it all out of your system, grab hold of the ball and drop it down into the well. It is not permitted with you on this journey. You look over into the distance and you'll see your spirit house. If you've done the other meditations with us, you've already seen this house. If this is your first time, it's still going to be there. And it's yours and it's safe. walk over into your home. This is your spirit house. This is the place that you have designated to have interactions with your spirit guides, to receive messages, and to get guidance. And I want you to walk into the place that you would consider the living room. And in this room, you will find your spirit guides, or at least one of them. You may have more. You may see loved ones that have already passed on. This is a safe place. When you see your guides, if you don't see your guides, look around the room. There may be a piece of paper with some kind of message on it for you. Your guides will know when it's the right time to appear towards you. When you see them, you're welcome to walk up to them and ask, what's your name? If you can't hear them, the last time we came into the spirit house, we made our letterbox. You can walk over to it. It's just some kind of contraption on a table that shows you letters. Do you see an initial? If you're getting an initial, do you have any kind of gut intuition about what their name is? Over on the desk in the corner or a table, there is a letter there. In it is going to be your daily affirmation, a very small, quick phrase that your guides want you to remember and to take away from this. It could be their name. Make sure to tell your guides thank you once you have received the message. If you have any other questions to ask them, take this time to do so. After you've thanked your guides, or had a look around if no one was there. If no one was in your room, don't fret. Look for a piece of paper or a sign or some kind of something left behind by them. They will appear to you when they feel like you're ready. Walk out of your home, closing the door behind you. Find yourself back at your well. Once again, conjure up any type of negativity or doubt or insecurity. Nothing may follow you from this place. Taking all of the energy that doesn't belong with you into this big red ball, dropping it down into the well. Then turn your body and reach your hands forward and peel back what feels like a curtain. And you're going to step back through and you're back inside of your white protective bubble. The way is shut behind you. Nothing may follow you here. You are safe and protected. You're inside of your white bubble. And the idea is to stay at this vibration for as long as you can. And then tomorrow morning we'll recalibrate again. Slowly begin to bring your awareness to the room around you. You can open your eyes. Start to move your fingers around. here we are. Okay. That's all she wrote, folks. So thank you so much for being here. YouTube, I'll get a better light next time. I love you guys. Please do comment and let me know what it was that you saw on your journey. Until next time, bye. Oh, alrighty. Hi, guys. Brittany, what's up, sis? Have a good one. I don't know how to end this. Have a good one. Alrighty. I'll check you later, YouTube. Good night.